Hello and welcome back to Uniting Wizards. I'm back, and it's time to talk about Wizards Unite. First, I know I said that regular videos would resume in November, but after we got home from Japan on the 9th of November, my stomach, which had been giving me issues for over a year before this, started acting up a lot, and so I went to the ER and it turned out that I had gallstones, and so I had to have an emergency surgery and, well, I was out of commission to recover for a while. But I'm back now and I should be able to upload regularly again. I will talk more about my Japan trip in an upcoming video, but for now, Wizards Unite. Of course the trailer dropped right around the time I was having my surgery, so that's why I haven't been talking about it on the channel yet. And I'm not going to do a proper breakdown or anything, but I will link to some of my fellow WooTubers in the description below because they have all done a fantastic job, and I don't have anything to add. What I will talk about is what we now know about Wizards Unite and some things that we can guess or speculate about. First of all, the plot. We have a plot. We are protecting the Statute of Secrecy. Unexplained magic is appearing in the Muggle world and it is our job to contain it. We are volunteers to the SOS Task Force, the Statute of Secrecy Task Force, which is organized by the Ministry for Magic and the International Confederation of Wizards. We don't know what's causing this magic to suddenly appear. They're calling it the Calamity, which doesn't exactly indicate that there's a person behind it, although doesn't actually rule it out either. So we don't know if there's a big bad or if we'll ever find out why this magic is appearing in the world, but the important part is that it is, and we are trying to contain it. Regarding teams, which is always a popular subject to talk about here, the trailer said nothing about any teams, and the concept makes me think that maybe we don't actually need teams in this game. If we have teams, obviously the Hogwarts houses are out of the question, because we're not all in the UK, we didn't all go to school in the UK, so we're not all in a Hogwarts house. There is a possibility that we will have professions of some sort. I've talked about that before. If so, there will most likely be a limited number of professions to choose from who all approach this problem in different ways. Like I've said before, I hope that all the teams, if we have them, will be working towards the same goal, having different approaches, but all wanting to contain this rogue magic. I hope we won't, and based on the trailer, it doesn't seem like we will have one side that's trying to contain the magic and one side that's trying to expose it. If that was the case, I think that conflict should have been hinted on in the trailer, so I don't think that's what we're gonna have. Something we will have in the game is dueling. I can pretty much guarantee this. I've talked about codename Neon before, and anyone who plays Pokemon Go won't have missed that PvP, player versus player, is coming to Pokemon Go very, very soon. Now this feature appearing in Pokemon Go most likely means that Niantic has it ready to be implemented in Wizards Unite whenever that is released. Because it would be kind of a waste not to have that in Wizards Unite. Dueling is an important part of the wizarding world, and as far as I'm concerned, the only question is who we will be dueling and why. Because it's PvP, it's player versus player, so we will be dueling other people who are playing this game. Now that could be just for fun, or it could be a way to hone our skills, to learn new spells, or to practice spells, which might make it easier for us to perform them in the game as we need to. Or we will have opposing teams and we'll duel players from the other teams. Who knows? Regarding the release date, up until this trailer they have been talking about 2018, which I think we have known for a while wasn't gonna happen. I have at least expected for a while that it wasn't going to happen. And in this trailer they said 2019. Now about 6 months ago, if you remember, there was a leak that said that this game would be released in March 2019. That may still be true, and I'm gonna be hoping that that's true, and I'm actually gonna be assuming that around there is when they aim to release this game. The reason I'm gonna assume that is because I simply don't have any other theories, but of course I can't promise that it'll be released in March. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed. A lot. Now when the trailer was dropped, the website was also updated. On the website you can go and enlist if you haven't already. If you signed up for the mailing list before the trailer dropped, you don't have to do it again, you're still on there. And just to be clear, signing up probably does not increase your chances of getting to play in the beta for this game. It's just a way of getting information firsthand. I know some people, including myself, have had some issues when it comes to enlisting. If you're having trouble, either try a different email address, or if you're having trouble even before you've told them which email address you want to use, try using a different device. That helped for me, like going from your computer to your phone or something like that. Since we're talking about the website, on the website there is a clock. There is this clock. And this clock is very similar to the one we see in Makusa, in the first Fantastic Beasts movie. That clock indicates the threat to the wizarding world. It goes from green to red depending on how close the wizarding world is to being exposed. And it's worth checking back on the website every once in a while to see how this clock changes, because it does. We don't know what it means. The threat level hasn't increased. We expect that it'll go from green to yellow to red as the release of the game draws closer, but we don't actually know. So that's very interesting and quite frustrating. Anyway, to summarize, Wizards Unite will be released in 2019, possibly in March, but we don't know that for sure. We will be helping the Ministry for Magic and the International Confederation of Wizards contain traces of magic that are appearing in the Muggle world. We don't know why this magic is appearing, and we don't know exactly what form this magic will take in the trailer. It was a snitch, but it could be anything. We don't know what the teams will look like, or even if we'll have any, but we do know, or we can at least assume, I think, that we will have some form of dueling in the game. Again though, what that will look like and what exactly it'll be useful for in the game, we have no idea yet. And that's basically it. We don't know a lot more now than we did before the trailer, but we have seen a trailer. We know that they are closing in on being finished with this game, and we know that we will get it next year. And that is actually good enough for me, at least for the moment. So I hope this video helped you untangle a bit what we know and don't know about Wizards Unite right now. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. I will be there to discuss with you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.